I'm Tanner.
I'm Garrett.
I'm AJ.
I'm Brendan.
We're Disco Curtis, and you're watching punkvideosrock.com.
Ashley, baby, we're going down slowly. Take me. Well, I've heard the worst, but honestly, I can't get over you.
What's up, guys? Robert here with punkvideosrock.com. I'm hanging out with Disco Curtis. How did you guys come about the name? Can you guys tell me the story behind that?
We got the name Disco Curtis after a guy named Curtis who was actually a disco master, and he was an all-around disco dancer. He actually taught disco dance, and he was a disco drummer back in like the 1970s, 1980s. And we met the guy, and he's an older fellow now, but back in the day he was hot stuff, and he was kind of an inspiration to us in a way with his disco beats and such. And he's a musician that we met in our hometown, and we ended up always calling him Disco Curtis, just kind of joking around. And then the summer we were choosing the band, and we wanted something like different, unique that no one else could think of. We were just like, we have our own personal story here, so Disco Curtis it is.
You guys are like a relatively fresh band, and you guys are already backed by MySpace. How did you guys get involved with that?
Well, basically, we've used MySpace for a very long time to promote the band, and it was our way of, reaching people when we first started out. And we actually had Interscope Records come see us at our CD release show, and we were signed through Interscope and put on MySpace/Interscope Records. So it's just been a great experience. Everyone at MySpace and Interscope is amazing to work with, and it's really cool that we're signed to a label, that has MySpace, which has been like our main way of communicating with our fans. It's been amazing. So.
Your first tour was back in October of 2009, your first national, right? Yeah. And then right after that, you guys hopped on a pretty big tour. How did you guys go about, so quickly, like a tour such as Boys Like Girls?
Well, we were touring independently, doing the Hot Topic dates and playing acoustic. And then there was an opportunity to fill this spot on the Boys Like Girls tour where Cobra Starship wasn't able to play some of the dates, and they asked us to. We don't know how, but it happened,
awesome.
and we're grateful for it. So,
yeah. I'm sure you guys got a lot of fans from that. Like, that's such a good tour to even start out with.
And all the bands were really great too. So,
definitely. So, a lot of bands always want to play Bamboozle, or they want to play Warped Tour, but it takes a long time to get there, and you guys pretty much have that for this year. So what do you guys have prepared for that?
Explosions. Yes. Death-defying acts of acrobatics, and no, really, it's just we should by Warped maybe have some new fresh material and stuff.
We're hoping to play some new stuff. We're working on our show, like defining us. We've spent the last month in LA just writing music. We're doing new demos. We're going to be having a new record coming out sometime. We don't know exactly when, but there's a lot of new, fresh stuff coming out, and we're still trying to find, what is Disco Curtis? We're still very young, but, it's a building process, and it's been great thus far. So be expecting a lot of new music, like we said, but besides that, like hanging out, we'll be hanging out a lot, Bamboozle and Warped both. It's what we do. We want to get to know the people that come out to these shows. Like that's what makes the shows. It's the kids. So
the show will be high energy, fun, and very interactive.
Yeah, interactive for sure.
Any bands you guys are looking forward to playing with, or any certain stops that you guys?
Sum 41.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think we're all pretty stoked to see Sum 41 on Warped. We've listened to Sum 41 since we were like babies, so. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, it was whenever I met Tanner, the first song we ever jammed was In Too Deep by Sum 41.
I'm in too deep and I'm trying.
Yeah.
Good stuff. A band I've been into for a long time, Say Anything, is on Bamboozle. That'd be cool. Angels and Airwaves is on it as well.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of great bands that we've listened to for a long time. All American Rejects is on Warped Tour.
They're my favorite.
I love those guys.
Yeah.
It's gonna be there.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
So what were the influences for your band?
It's very unbalanced.
These guys kind of have a different side of influence. As you can see, this shirt right here, this guy, he's very into a lot of I'm not going to say 80s metal hair bands, but
whoa, yeah,
but I will say he was into from everything. I can speak for all of them in saying
classic rock.
Classic rock. That's all I was going to say.
The three of us are very into classic rock. That's all where we got our roots. So we love bands like The Who. That's big for me. The Who and Led Zeppelin. And then what about you, Garrett?
I love a lot of stuff. Van Halen, I got the shirt on. I also like newer stuff. I like John Mayer. He's hero of mine. I love him.
What about you, Brendan?
I love me some of the I like Scorpions and like very 80s hair metal band actually. Yeah, Scorpions, some
like Quiet
some
Riot.
Whitesnake. I used to listen to that, and I got into like Metallica, Ozzy. I was like the dark, like ominous, like
Kiss.
yeah, Kiss. Oh yeah, everything. That was just
Tell them about your old band.
Like I said, we all have very different
it's a little bit
influences.
unfair.
I was influenced
Crossing
by
Rivals.
like
Check it out.
I was influenced by more of like the Dashboard Confessional, Say Anything style stuff. I've always been a fan. We all love Blink-182. I think that's safe to say.
Yes.
Yeah, the starting
Yeah.
line, like all that, like punk rock time.
Yeah, punk rock.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can all agree was a big inspiration for
we
all
we
of
all
us.
met on that, and then we kind of had other influences that brought us together.
He actually got me into Dashboard and everything. Like I
Dashboard
never really
Professional.
heard about that world,
Yeah.
and then met him, and he's just like all about it and stuff.
I love
It's cool. I think we got him into some 80s hair metal too. I can feel it. I
Yeah.
think he likes a
love
little
it.
Bon Jovi now.
I
and some
love Bon Jovi.
Scorpions.
And now they're both on tour.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
that's perfect. I know. We meet and then they meet.
80s hair metal. That's so not what we love.
Oh, I like classic. We
I
all
like 80s
classic
hair
rock.
metal. I'll say it.
I do.
So, Lady Gaga, whose idea was that one?
We're all at Market Street eating, and Garrett's like, I feel like we could do this cover of Just Dance, and it'd be, I think we could do it really well. Like, you want to try it out? And so we're like, yeah, sure. And at first I was like, this might be kind of weird. Like, I don't know. Do you think it's going to sound good when we play it? Like, it's kind of not our style. Like, but let's see what we can do with it. And then we started jamming it in practice, and we were like, this is cool. And it was
awesome, like being able to add our own flair to it. Like each one of us, I can remember like a thing that we would add from like what we listened to or something. And I remember even like our old friend Cal, he was really into hardcore music, and he was talking about adding like some sort of like hardcore. And at first it was like
it was
really hardcore.
It was really hard. Like we had like a breakdown, like a legit like breakdown.
Screaming. He didn't play guitar either.
I used to not play guitar. I used to scream and I used to do this weird dance. And
Look
I'd,
it
like,
up on
do
YouTube.
This.
It's pretty great.
That's the old me.
So I've always joked around about this, being sponsored by this particular company. You guys are sponsored by Chipotle.
Yeah.
That's a dream come true. Like,
Oh, yes, it is.
It's definitely amazing. Chipotle has been awesome to work with. They were actually our very first sponsor, and they just supported us on all of our tours. They just help us out with food, which is like, in this economy is just an incredible thing
Definitely.
to have support
Especially
like that.
Chipotle.
Definitely, yeah. So we love them, they love us, and we hope to stay in a very strong relationship with them for the rest of our career.
I don't know about these guys, but like before even the sponsorship, like Chipotle was my first love. Like
Yeah.
I ate there like
Really?
every
Delicious.
week.
Who doesn't love Chipotle?
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
Who? Tell me.
Tell me, and I'll find you.
So what else do you guys have lined up for the rest of this year, aside from, Bamboozle and Warped Tour?
There's still a lot of stuff kind of up in the air right now.
March and April tours.
But yeah, for later in the year, fall, I'm sure we'll be touring, recording a record somewhere in there, or releasing, depending on when we record. But what we do have confirmed, AJ, I'll let you take this.
We got a March tour with Breed Electric, which is going to be kind of Texas and then some states north of that. And then we're also going to be doing an April tour in the Northeast, and Bamboozle is going to be, in California when we got Warped. So we got like 4 solid tours coming up, and you guys should definitely come check them out on myspace.com/Disco Curtis. We want to see all of you guys there for sure.
Yeah, and April tour is with Alaska and Rookie of the Year.
Yes.
And we'll be doing about 3-4 weeks with them.
Nice. So this is going to be the year for you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are pretty packed with a lot of good
We're
stuff.
excited.
So.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you guys, and you guys be sure to check them out. You want to drop your MySpace one more time?
myspace.com/Disco Curtis. Also check us out on iTunes and on Stickam every Saturday at 4 p.m. Central Time.